So we are going to, today we are going to consider how to edit attribute table in ArcGIS. So we are going to look at how to populate the attribute table manually. And I think before we go, I have sent you a training manual, right? Where we talk about, we are going to look at the structure of attribute table type of data included in an attribute table, modify information from an attribute table, calculate geometric information, surface parameter length, creation of statistics from an attribute table, export table to Excel and other format, reporting and graph. And before we go on, I would like to just explain some basic things. Structure of an attribute table. In ArcGIS, it is in form of a tabular information. Tabular information is the basis of geographic feature, allowing you to visualize, query, analyze your data in a simple term. Tables are made up of row and columns, and row have the same columns. In ArcGIS, row are known as record. Like row having my name could contain a lot of, it is not as record because it is made up of many fields, while the column are field. So many fields makes record. Like now you may have a cell for your name, date of birth, marital status, all this to make one record. And each field can store a specific type of data. So you cannot combine different type of data in field. It has to be, if it is for date, it has to be for dates. Date of birth, if it is for employment, it has to be for employment. And briefly also, I'll talk about type of data. Basically, we have data in attribute table could include numbers, text, dates, blocks, object identifier, and numbers too could have different type. It could be a number with a fraction, it could be long, it could be short integer, a lot of them as we will see earlier. So I just thought, let me give this introduction. So basically what we are going to do now, the first thing is how to add data. There's a way that you can do it using join, but today we are going to use a manual method where you type in the data. So we have looked at the structure. So let's now go straight into modification of attribute table. The first thing you do is to determine which attribute table you want to create. If we take this LG, for instance, the one that we worked on last week, this boundary here, it's like I selected it before. Let me clear selection. Like for those that were on the training last week, we digitized Lagos boundary map showing different local governments. So we are going to use that as example. The first thing you do is to click the attribute table. I have created one before. Let me come in just a minute. Okay, let's use this one that doesn't have anything yet. So the first thing you do if you want to create or add a field is to right click. If you look at the manual, you open the attribute table. From the table option, you click, you go to add field. But the field we want to add is for the local government, the names of local government in Lagos State. So we can name it LG. Then when you come here, you have to tell it the type of data that you want to save. In this case, it is text. The next thing it will bring under the field property is the length of the text. If you know that what you want to save, the name, it has to do with the name of the person, first name, second name, and surname, you know that it is going to be very, very, very large. The name is going to be long or anyhow. So you have to choose the maximum number of character that such feature will have. So if it is local government, maybe let's leave it as 20. I'm not, or 30, just to be on the safe side. I'm not sure any local, or let's just leave it 50. Yes, 30 should be okay. I'm not sure any local government is, the name is more than 30, 30 character alphabet. So you have date too, you have double float, and the rest of them. So what we're considering is text. You will click OK. You see it has added a field for local government. Now, let us add another field for population, so that we will input some population data just the same way. Go, let's say population pop. Population is what? Let's use short integer. Short integer are numbers in thousands. Long, there are numbers in millions. So let's use short integer. The precision should be what? 0, because we are not having decimal places. We click OK. Then let's add another field for perimeter. Let's add field for perimeter. It will also be, let's use a long integer. Maybe let's leave it as 5. Click OK. What do we add again? What do they have in Lagos? Okay, let's just leave this one. You can see based on the precision or the length of the character you put, it will create an attribute table for you. So with this now, we go back. If I close this one and I open it again, you will discover that the field and the tables are there. Let me just check to be sure someone is not chatting. David, please help me to monitor the WhatsApp in case someone is having problem logging in. Is that okay?
Yes, I'm on it, sir. I'm answering them.
Okay. So now, let's initially, before you do your digitization, it is good for you to start based on the name of your feature, just to make things easier for you. And there is another way that you can join. Maybe you just digitize, but just discover you do it serially, so that you can use what we call joining table. You don't have to type it, but we get to that. So the first thing you do before you can edit anything, you have to turn on the editing, either using the editing tool or just using the shortcut. You highlight the feature, you click start edit. Do you want to save edit? Okay, what I did before. Yes. So when you start edit and you open the attribute table and you double click, you can see that it is now active. So what you will do, because you don't know the local government, you will have to, the simplest way to see the name is to see this arrow here. If you click anyone, it will highlight the feature, so you can easily type the name. If I click this first one, the polygon is highlighted, but I need to see the name of the local government. So let me make that COVID map current. Yes, so that from there I will see the name of the local government. Also, I will make this one transparent so that I will see the name of the local government that is under the digitized polygon. So I'll just make it no fill, no color, but the outline I will increase it. Let me use red color, the outline, let's use red. Okay. So now if I zoom like this, okay, this is Ojo. Okay. If I want to type the population, maybe let's say 40,000. let's say 400,000 people. I'm just using fixed. Okay, because I set it to 5 digits, sorry. So it will not save more than that. So one has to be careful. So the second one is second local. Wait. Because of the image, so it is quite slow. So let's just hold on. It's local government. Who knows the name of the local government? Okay, Badagry. So Badagry.
Badagry.
Yes, I've done that. Let me just make it smaller. So let me say that the population is
Badagry local government.
yes. So let me say that the population is 5,000. Then you click the next one, it will highlight it. Just hold on, it's quite slow because of the. Or can we just give them fictitious name since we are doing practical? So let's say this local government is called Bola, and it has population of 1,000. And this one is called Nuruddin, and it has population of 9. Okay. Then we say this one is called Victor, local government, and it has population of 2,000. 2,000. Then this local government, initially you're supposed to click and then it will take you to the local government, but because of time and since just for us to know how it is done. So let's say this one, Abdullahi, and it has population of 3,000, 30,000, I mean. Let me make this one 15,000. This one is called Yusuf. It has population of, let's say, 40,000. And this one is called Okafor, and it has population of 50,000. And this one is called Emeka local government, and it has population of 30,000. And this one is called Ola local government, and it has population of 35,000. This one is called Ahmed local government, and it has population of 20,000. Let's say this one is called Aisha local government, and it has population of 25,000 people. This one is called Sani local government, and it has population of 59,000 people. 59,000 people. And this one is called Mina local government, and it has population of 98,000 people. And this one is called Abuja local government, and it has population of 67,000 people. And this one is called which name again? Let's say Matthew local government, and it has population of 78,000 people. I've exceeded 5 digits because I set it to 5 digits. Let's say this one is Kutsa local government, and it has population of 58,000, 59,800. And let's say we have this one is Bako local government, and it has population of let's say 23,900 people. Let's say this one is Boso local government, and it has population. Sorry, you see when I put Boso inside a field name for the numbers, there is an error. Okay, let me just write the name before going. Okay, Boso. Okay, now we have populated our what attribute table. So let me save it as we are moving. So we have populated the name of the local government and the population of each local government. So now we can get a lot of geometric information about this. Okay, let me also add another field for coordinate, but since it is polygon, it will only give us the coordinate of a middle point because it is still active. So I cannot add that now. Let me stop editing and add it. So that I'll add another, because someone was asking how do we generate coordinate? Let's say coordinate. So it will just give us the center coordinate of each polygon. Let me say long integer. How many, what will be the prison? Let me just put 12 to be on the safe side. Okay. So now, with this one now, we can do other manipulations to get what we need. So we want to now calculate geometry, like perimeter, length, and the rest. We will do that too for the road if we have time. So if you go to the field title or heading, you right click, you come to where we call calculate geometry. When you click calculate geometry, it will tell you are about to do this outside of edit session. Just tell it here. It will bring this geometric dialog box. What we're after is it perimeter of the polygon or the area? So let's say we want the perimeter. I'm supposed to even add for the area of each plot. You can see the coordinate system. Is it in meters, inches, feet, centimeter, miles, nautical miles, yard, US yard, whatsoever thing, but I'll use, is it perimeter? Let me use kilometers, in kilometers, so that it will reduce the size of the value. Click, okay. You can see it has populated the field automatically based on each local government. Now you do the same thing for coordinate. You right click, you click calculate geometry. You say yes. What do you want is coordinate X. Okay, I supposed to have created two coordinate field for both X and Y, but let us do for the X first. Where is it? I need coordinate X in what? In meters. I click. So these are the coordinate, the eastern of the polygon, the center point of the polygon. So let me add, okay, let me add, I can also edit this one. Let me just edit this heading, property. I'll just say X coordinate, X coordinate. That's changed. So let me add another field for Y coordinate. Y I think I used 12. Then I'll also add another one for area. Field for area. Let me just use long integer in case. Let me use 15. Okay, so we have this now. So we do the same thing. Geometry. Say yeah. We need the y coordinate in meter. Click yes. Then we need the area of each polygon. Same thing. Yeah, area in, let's use also square kilometer. But you can choose anything that you want to use. So it has computed the area of each of the polygon for all. So let us do that of rod too, so that we can calculate the length of each rod before we now come and generate statistic from this one. So I will close this one. Let us look at the rod too. What can we see? We have just 4 ID. So I will not name the rod, but from here too you can name the rods if you want to. Let me uncheck this one. It is frozen. Just hold on. But we can do the same thing too for the rod to know the length of the rod based on what we have done. Just hold. Okay, let me just do it and add a field for the length of each rod before the laptop come back to its senses length. Length too is number, so let me just put 12 to be on the safe side. So it has added. So the same thing, because it is line, it will be different with what we have before. So if you go to calculate geometry, it will give you the same thing. It will ask you what you want. Is it length? Is it coordinate of line start? What midpoint? Whatsoever thing that you need. Is it in kilometer? So let me just use in meters. Let's see. So these are the length of each rod that you have. Want to navigate to each one. One is about half kilometer. Don't know why this thing is frozen. So you can do the same thing for the straight line. Don't really know what is wrong. What is wrong? Okay. Any question at this stage? Any question, please? You can unmute yourself, please. Yeah, if you want to talk, please.
Can go on, sir.
Yeah. Somebody's talking.
I said you can carry on.
Okay, yeah, my system is frozen. No one.
Okay.
I'm trying to just hold on. Okay, I think the next one now is how to create statistic from the attributes. So you can actually create statistic. I don't know why it is. Should I reshape? Maybe I'll stop sharing and check it. But why is it? Okay. Some fields are not active. What do you think we should do? Should I continue even without the map? Should we go to the next stage without the map?
Provided we will guess it.
Yeah, we will. Okay. Let us go to creating statistic. Okay, now you can calculate statistic from the attribute table. You can plot graph, look at what this population is talking about, just normal statistic. From the attribute table, if you go to from the attribute table, go to where is it? Create a statistic. If you click the particular column now, you right click, you come here, you see statistic. If you click the statistic, a statistic dialog box will come up. It will tell you the frequencies of what you have in that column, which is field. It will give you the summary of the field. You can see it has 19 count. The minimum value is 15,000. The maximum is 98,000. The sum, the mean, the standard deviation, and the rest. And if you want to get the statistic for the next field, which is perimeter, all you need to do as it is stated in the manual is just to come here, click perimeter, and it will bring out the perimeter. So this is the frequency, the count, the minimum, the maximum, the sum, the standard deviation. And if you need it for the x coordinate, the same thing. So you will just come here, get your statistics, the area statistics to the minimum area is 5 square kilometer. The maximum is 1,212 square kilometers. The sum is what 36,000 3,600. I think they will soon log us out in 10 minutes. Hope we are done. So this is how to get statistic from the attribute tab. So let us export data. You can actually export this one into Excel, PDF. Maybe you are working and you want to present your data in an Excel format. I hope this one works. So you can go to report, you click create report. It will, from the layer table, you will click what the layer that you are interested at. So what I want to create report for is the local government. You will double click, it will enter into the report field, the population of each local government, the perimeter, the coordinate of each, and the area. So these are the report field that I want to create. So the next thing you do is to click next. This is how it will arrange local government population, perimeter, X, Y coordinate, and area. You click next so that you can choose how you want it to be sorted. Is it do you still prefer it the way it is? Fine, you just leave it that way. There is summary, how you want it to be summarized. Do you want average, count, minimum, standard deviation for each field? Depending on what you want, you can choose that. You go next, it will ask you the type of report. Is it stepped, outline, mailing label, portrait, landscape? You can choose whatsoever format that fits or suits you. Then you come, you choose the text type that you want the report to be generated on the text. Let me choose a item. You click next. The title, if you want to change the title, fine. If you don't want, you just leave it. You click finish. Then you will give it some time. It will generate the report for you. So it has generated the report for you in a text format. So you can come here. You can either print it or you can add report to ArcMap if you want to, or you can export report to file, or you can save as. So let us try export to file. It will ask you, is it in PDF? Is it in Excel format? There are up to 5 formats here. Is it 5 or 6? So you choose the format that you want to save. So let's try and say maybe I need the report on Excel format. So with this, I'll just click, okay, I will choose where I want to save it and choose the file and name the file. So let me save it as Lagos LG data. So I will click, it will be Excel format. Let me just click save and click OK. So if it should be in the LG, if I go to D now, but you may not see it because I'm not sharing my main screen with you. So I have less than 1 minute. When it stops, we'll just log in again. Is that okay? So I have created the report. If I want to print it, I'll just click print, choose the printer that I want to print. If you want to print to PDF still, you can save it to PDF from here. So basically, that is how to create report. And there are a lot. Let me try it again. Graph. It's like this one plot. Then what could be wrong? Okay, let me try this Lagos on. This one is like this one plot. Let me choose a shape plane. Okay, this one plotted. You can see that this one is plotting, but the color is what we need to work on. Depending on where you want your vertical axis to be, either on the left or the right, and show marks, either to show marks on each of the graph, or that may not be necessary, but we will see. You can also choose show border of the graph. A lot of things that you can do, a lot of template. You can play around with it. Let's see how to, you can write footer. You say Lagos map, Lagos local government. You will see that it will be writing down Lagos LG map. Title of the legend, if you want to. You can say, I think we are looking at, is it perimeter? Okay, let's just give it any name. Lagos perimeter. So you can see the legend, it will write it Lagos perimeter. So even the title, you can say Lagos Nigeria. That is the legend now. Is it that is the title, and it all depends on where you want it to be. Is it left, right, bottom, top? So you can choose the location of the place that you want it to be. But the one up here is the main title, which is Lagos map here. So here is the legend title. Here is the footer. If you want to put something, maybe you say source of data. You write, let's say Lagos State for someone to know. You also want it to be in 3D. You can either turn it on or off here to make your map 3D. You can also tell us how you want this perimeter to be. So you can just remove it if you want to. So you can even do some arithmetic analysis here. So if you click next, you see it has created the graph for you. Even at this stage, you can still manipulate it if you want to. If you just double click it, you can do a lot of things. You can change the color. You can add a lot of things. You can show label. You can go to color match. You can go to palette to choose different palette. You can go to custom colors to choose different colors from here. Proxy. You can choose red, apply. You can choose different type of colors to suit what you want to do. So a lot of things you can increase the size, do a lot of things. So let us also try scatter plot. Scatter. Okay, before we go with this one now, you can actually export this thing or save it as a graph that can be used, and you can add it to this map layer that we have. You can add it to the layout if you have done your map composition. So it will just be added to add map as a layer if you want it. So it will now form part of your map, but you have to go to map composition before you can do that. Not in this view. It has to go to layer view. We will do that when we come to map composition and symbolism. So we can give it a try again and plot. Maybe let's just try. Which one do we try now? Scatter plot. Scatter plot. You can use two fields to do it. Maybe let's say population. Which one am I working on? Okay, this one, because that one refused to work. Okay, let me choose scatter plot. Let me choose area and length. You see it has plotted the scatter plot, the shape and length as point. So if you want to do maybe correlation, you can easily do this. If this were to be Excel, from here you can even put your trend line and do a lot of things. So there are a lot of things that you can even choose here also from this triangle, how you want it to be. Is it cross? You can choose the type of symbol to use to represent the dots. So it depends on what you want to use it for. So there are a lot of template to be used to do a lot of things. So let us also try area. Let's see. Local government. So you can see area, but the color. Let me change the color. Let me go to custom. Let's choose red. So you can see it has plotted it as area. So you can play around with it. You want it to be 100%. You want it to be stack. How do you want the transparency to be? 60%. You can see when I say 60%, it's dim it, so it's not complete red. So if you make it 70%, it will become faint, a bit faint. You will not see it well. So if you make it 50%, you can see that you are seeing it more. It is becoming more and more visible. So 90%, you will only see it very faint, 10% and 0% transparency. So, and also there are times that because we are talking about population and area, so you can see because we have population male and we also have that of female here. So you can use it to do a lot of things. From here, you can plot your graph and do a lot of things. If you want to see the trend, is the same thing, a lot of things. So it all depends on what you want to do. Let us try another form of graph again. Do they have a bar chart? Okay, let us try bar chart. I'm working with this shape length. So it has given you this one in different. It's supposed to give us different type of colors. So you can still go. You can refuse to do away with the legend, show label mark, and do a lot of things. So it all depends on what you want to use it for or do. You can also use which one do we try? Have we tried this one, horizontal? Have we tried horizontal bar? Let's try horizontal bar. Yeah, but the color too need to be changed. So you go to color, you go to custom color. So you can choose different type of color that you want to use. So, and that would be also, you can play around with it. If you're okay with it, you just click next. If you want it to be in 3D, footer, change the title, show only selected record on the graph, or show all feature, whatsoever thing that you want to do with it, you do with it. Okay, I think we're done for today, unless if you have any question, contribution, please feel free. Okay, Ganil, please ask your question.
Yes, sir. Actually, some of us face some difficulties in logging into the site.
Okay.
So we later discovered that we need to update the
Zoom.
Zoom. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wanted saying it. It skipped my mind. Actually, I wanted writing on the WhatsApp group that please update your Zoom.
Okay, sir. And what I want to confirm is that this graph we are seeing now, which is I think is bar chart.
Yeah. No,
Hello, sir.
It's a bar chart. Yeah.
Yes, bar chart. So instead of having it in this horizontal form,
Yeah.
can we represent it vertically? Because I discovered that most of the work I've been seeing, they are using this vertical representation, and I don't know if it's in this.
See it here. Can you see this?
I don't.
We
Yes,
have histogram.
I don't know if it's there.
Yeah, you can see bar minimum and maximum. We have a histogram, but it is limited in graph because it is unlike Excel and some other. So you can actually use a minimum and maximum, but it has histogram. But most time, what it uses is this horizontal. So the you can is a histogram. Okay, like now, let's use this shape length. You can see the histogram.
Okay.
So it can give you that of histogram also. Is that okay?
Yes, I'm good.
Yeah, it is not as how do I call it? Like the Excel, you know, Excel when it comes to graphics.
Yes.
So it is not as Excel per se, but you can still get some things, especially if you're working within the map and you want to just do simple representation. So everything will be within ArcGIS.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other
person?